Well, hello, we're group number one, and today we're going to be discussing about the topic of abortion. With my classes, as a main argument, we're going to take some ideas, some articles, and what people think about abortion, what governments in some important countries think about abortion, what religion think about abortion, and we're going to take all these ideas, all these articles to make a final conclusion, also with our personal opinion about abortion, and we're going to discuss this important topic. So, Jessica, can you tell me what do you think about abortion, what you have read, what is like a main definition of abortion?
Well, as a definition of abortion, as we almost must know already, abortion is the ending of pregnancy due to removing the fetus before it can survive outside the uterus. An abortion that occurs spontaneously is also known as a miscarriage. And when we take like deliberate steps to end a pregnancy, it's called induced abortion. This induced abortion is the one that has been mostly judged by people, by society, because there's like a positive side and a con side. So for people like me, for women, we sometimes life can get really harsh on us, and there are times when abortion may appear as the only option for betterment. Although a mother may have a hard time opting for this option, she may eventually consider this soul-killing decision, keeping in mind all the pros and cons of this decision. And at the end of the day, a mother has to go through the actual labor, pain, and other issues involved with parenting responsibilities. Others can precisely argue or understand the level of trauma that a woman may be experiencing in her personal life. So that's why a great amount of women decide to
Commit abortion.
commit abortion.
So you're telling that abortion is like a, I don't know, like a mainly answer to a problem of some women.
It can be sometimes because depending on what the woman is going through in that moment, like a woman can go through, maybe she was raped, or maybe she's going through a moment in her life where she's not emotionally stable, so she can have a baby. And it's like she needs to not have a baby.
So with that idea, I agree with you because if a woman has like an unwanted baby, maybe that the abortion may be the main answer to that problem. So, Joffrey, what can you tell us about it?
So my argument is gone because first, abortion reduces the number of adoptable babies because instead of having the option to abort, women should give their unwanted babies to people who cannot conceive. So as a result of the lack of women putting their children up for adoption, the number of infant adoptions dropped from about 90,000 in 1971 to 80,000 in 2014. So around 2.6 million Americans are seeking to adopt children. So another argument is that abortion causes psychological damage because this is a woman found like some woman may commit suicide, the woman who carried the term. So they suffer like sadness, depression, and regret. So I think that abortion causes these kind of problems to the woman.
Yeah, because it's, I don't know, I think it's difficult to carry a baby for 9 months. Like, you're carrying something that you don't really want to have. So, yeah, till now, the arguments and the opinions are pointing that maybe abortion can be considered because not all countries thought that abortion is like a good way to, I don't know, to don't have a baby maybe. So Miguel, what can you tell us about it? Maybe what do you have read about it? What do you United States think about abortion?
So, as you have already talked about it, abortion is the termination of pregnancy before the fetus is capable of independent life. Can either be spontaneous or induced. When abortion occurs spontaneously, it is called miscarriage. However, when the loss of the fetus is called intentionally, it is regarded as a moral issue. Abortion destroys lives of helpless and innocent children and is legally in many countries. So we have an estimate of 1.2 million are performed each year. Also, the Catholic Church teaches that all humans have the right to live, from that moment of conception until the natural ordained moment of death. According to these teachings, a person is living when as young as an embryo until the last second of life before death. Any above state forms of abortion are morally wrong because they murder a fetus which is living, moving, and breathing. With abortion, we give ourselves to dominion over a large part of God's plan. Our destiny, our fate, and our entire race are intensively affected when we take the decision in our hands. Also, we can say that abortion has become a modern life casualty. There may be many yes and equally number of no. Voicing their opinion over this and strengthening their arguments. The fact of the matter is that most of statistics concerning about abortion do not depict as a satisfactory picture. In fact, abortion has always been a heated subject among the masses as people have their own school of thoughts regarding it. There are many laws governing the legality of this issue. While in as much as 30 countries abortion is legalized, remaining countries have partially restriction or completely a ban on abortion, unless the life of the mother is at stake. You will be surprised to know that abortion comes due to rape or another health complications accounts to nearly 7%, while the remaining cases of abortion are primarily a result of personal and social issues. So it doesn't say that also it's about that the woman gets raped and she doesn't want the baby. There has to be more about the social issues and the economy, which the mother can afford to have a baby. That could be something that is always necessary to talk about. But the fetus has the right to live, and we need to be aware of that.
Yeah, so also, I have read an article that talks about if fetuses feel pain. Once I think I heard you, Freddy, talking about if I don't know, maybe you know something about fetuses feeling pain, because with the things I know is that during the abortion, the development of the fetus or of the cell is not quite enough for feeling pain, because in some parts of the United States it is illegal to commit abortion, but only if it is before the 3 month. So I don't know if you have heard about this.
First, when you say that if we can kill a baby only because they are not, they have 3 weeks, is a bit. It's a bit illogical because it's not only a group of cells, it's a life. If you let that group of cells continue their life, there will be a baby and a man or a woman. But the idea of abortion in young people that don't have a baby but already have a sexual active life is just an excuse to be able to have sex without
Condoms.
no. Yeah, condoms and without one of the biggest fears in a sexual relationship between young people, which is having a child and in an early age, in which you cannot keep at all the pace of that baby. It's true, but it's fair to kill that baby because of fault of two young people.
Yeah, so I also was thinking about that maybe some governments or some countries do not agree with making abortion a legal thing because the things that you have said, that maybe young people will say, oh yeah, we can have abortion, so we are not longer going to use condoms and we're going to have some sexual things without thinking about the risk of having a baby because the country or the government is giving us the option of making the abortion.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
For example, like a motivation for women to have an abortion can be like personal issues. For example, there are a lot of women that are raped, and if a woman is raped, I think that she wouldn't be like mentally or physically prepared to take care of a newborn child. So why should victims go through the like have to
It's even the
like
baby.
why should they have to take care of a kid that in the first place they never wanted? So, and besides that, it's not a baby that was made with someone like you at least know or care about. It was with someone who just sexually abused you. So if a woman doesn't feel like comfortable with that, she doesn't need to be like to have the baby, like pushed to have the baby. So for example, other issue can be that if a woman has a baby that she didn't want it to have, the baby wouldn't feel loved, and since the mother won't like since the mother like she wouldn't want the baby won't feel like loved, the mother won't take care of the baby as she should, and the baby won't have like a great development.
So yeah, maybe. Well, we know that sometimes because these types of situation in which the woman is raped, the woman does not want the baby because how it was made, it make like women's having unsafe abortion, causing them big like percentage to be killed. So maybe if government take all these types of aspects, will will have like reduce the amount of women that are they're getting killed because of unsafe abortion. So we already take different types of arguments about what we thought, what maybe could be the possible situation that women commit abortion. So Joffrey, can you give us like the last conclusion about abortion, taking all these different types of aspects?
So, well, I think that abortion is a very sensitive issue. I think that people shouldn't take advantage of the option of having abortion, and if a person decides to become pregnant, but they then want an abortion, I think that it's wrong. So I think that a woman becomes pregnant due to a rape or puts the mother's life in a danger, they should have the right to have an abortion, but only before the fetus start breathing.
In addition, only the 1% of the abortions in the world is for rapes. And with that psychological damage of the rape, do you think that the women want to have another psychological damage with the abortion? Because that's really hard sensation for them, because it's murder, it's kill your baby, it's someone that is in use, it's like your son. And one of the characteristics of the humans is the sensibility towards towards others, or more common as empathy. Is what separates us from animals that don't have empathy for the other ones. So if a woman don't like her baby, her son, that woman, I don't know if is a human or is an animal, because she don't have any sensibility. And if that woman don't feel something for her son, so if a woman, I don't know, should she call herself human and your right? Because it's illogical that she say to the law, I want to don't have that baby because it's my right, but they don't have any sensibility and any characteristic of a human.
So well, that's all. And
So in conclusion of today, we are 7 billion people. Resources are overstretched, and the world economy is weakening. Nations are growing unstable. Any person who thinks of bringing an unwanted child into the world without careful consideration should be aware of the consequences of a hard life. Every nation has a national budget, and in order to account and cater for everyone, on the same note, every parent or teenager should be able to be responsible for a plan for life. In every act is an account for them. The number of children losing their lives due to poverty is said to increase tremendously. It is good to care for what we see instead of spending valuable resources campaign for fetuses that are claiming an entity in a social arena.
so well, that's all. We have like a final conclusion. We take all the arguments that we already know. We read different articles to get to this conclusion. So thanks, and that's all.